This is a powerful software.
First, let's start with the basics. Shooting in log. And for those who don't know what that is yet, shooting in log is a way to capture video with a flat and low contrast look. This preserves some of the details such as the shadows and the highlights so that when you get back to the editing room, you can color it how you want, which adds a little more artistic flair and a little bit of our personality as artists to the final image. But the one obstacle that we all end up having to overcome is getting home, popping out our memory card, uploading our footage, opening our software to see our flattened image, in an attempt to color it only to realize that you have no idea what you're doing. For those new here, my name is Leef Parks. I'm a photographer and a filmmaker currently based in Los Angeles. And on this channel, I talk about all things surrounding the creative life.
Color grading can be really intimidating no matter what skill level you're at. But if this tool that I'm about to tell you about existed when I first started, I would have got the hang of it a lot sooner. That tool that I'm talking about is a film emulation software plugin that works for Final Cut, Premiere Pro, Divici Resolve, and they have an iOS version for my mobile shooters. Dehancer takes your film look to the next level. So let's get into it. Now, just before we get started, I do have to let you know the Dehancer team did reach out to me. They sent me the software completely for free for me to try out in order to do this review. But they didn't pay me to say any single thing that I'm saying about this software. This is my honest, open, and transparent review of the software. All right, let's start with the bad, because honestly, when I was using the software, these are the first two problems I was confronted with immediately. First, I downloaded the wrong plugin for my software, so make sure you're downloading the right plugin for your software. I just thought it wasn't working. It caused a lot of confusion, but basically I downloaded it for another editing software when I needed it for Premiere Pro and After Effects. So be diligent because they have so many options. It's very easy to click the wrong one. The second thing is way more annoying to me. When you apply the Dehancer to your clip or to an adjustment layer, there's already a color grade on there. And you have to undo that color grade just to start color grading your own footage. This is not annoying because it's hard to do. It's just tedious work and it's creating more resistance between the idea and the doing, between the thought and the coloring. It's just adding extra steps that don't really feel like they need to be there. I have to click off at least 4 or 5 different settings in order to get back to an even non-color graded image. And that is annoying because if I wanted that LUT on there, I would apply it. So the fact that it comes with one already, it just makes it a little more annoying to start the process. That is one of my big complaints. It's annoying. It happens every single time you apply it. So if anything I wish that could be fixed, it's that. But now, let's get on to the good stuff. This is a powerful software. And no matter what skill level you're starting at, I'm talking beginner, intermediate, pro, expert, it can be very helpful and speeding up your color grading process. Now, is it a replacement for Lumetri Color or whatever you use in your software to color grade? It can be. Now, I've been experimenting with this software in a few different ways. I've used it with Lumetri Color, without Lumetri Color, and here's my thoughts. I like to use it in conjunction with Lumetri Color. I like to do my primary coloring with Lumetri Color, and I like to do my secondary, my creative, and my LUTs with the Dehancer. The reason why I said it can replace your entire color grading system is because if you click on the Inputs tab, there is a choice to select different cameras, and if your camera is in there, it'll basically do the primary coloring for you. Now, not all of my cameras were listed inside of this tab, so it helped me to use my original color grading for my primary, and then for secondary color grading, as well as creative and adding LUTs, I would use Dehancer. And that has been the magic trick for me. Now, I have used cameras that are included in their input tab where you can choose a camera and it works like a charm. I mean, it immediately gets your footage at least to the starting level that it needs to be colored. So with that said, it can be a replacement, but if your camera is not listed in that list of cameras, I would say it's helpful to be able to still use your original color grading software and then using a Dehancer on top of that. Now let's talk about some of my absolute favorite things about this software. First, the push and pull feature is incredible. The amount you're able to customize your image and your colors just by the smallest indicators is incredible. I love the color head tab because I'm able to dissect where I want those tones to be and whether I want it to be warmer, cooler, pinker, greener, if I want that to apply to the shadows or just the highlights. It just gives you so much control, and I love the feeling that I get from coloring. You can get as creative as you want or as basic as you want. I have a lot of commercial clients, so I'm not always getting super crazy with the color grading, but when I start shooting a film or a creative project, it gives you so much to work with, from the overscans to the film grain. You can make a film look like anything you want it to. And I think that's the real powerful part of the Dehancer software, is that it really, really gives you that creative control back in your hands, and in a way that you feel like, oh, I can do this. Sometimes with Lumetri Color, it's, well, this the best we gonna get, or this the best we could do, so we just gonna rock with this. With Dehancer, I feel like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Overall, I'd have to say that this software really made my color grading life a lot easier. It sped up my editing process by a lot because I'm not spending as much time trying to figure it out. And not to say that the software is figuring it out for me, but it makes it easier to get to a solution. Overall, I really enjoyed using Dehancer with Premiere Pro. I get why it's so popular, and I get why professionals love this software, and I get why other creators like myself use this software. I create a wide range of content, from commercials to social content to vlogs, and Dehancer has helped serve me in all those areas. So whether you're a professional or amateur, at the very least, I would say give it a free trial, download it, see what you can do with it, get creative. And if you think it's a worthwhile investment, it's something that I would definitely pull the trigger on if it makes sense for you. My only real complaints are the preloaded color grading that's applied when you use Dehancer and the limited camera profiles that it offers. Besides that, it's been an amazing experience using Dehancer. So if you found this video helpful, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd love to know about your color grading journey and if you've tried Dehancer or what you do to color grade. Share this with the next creative, and shouts out to the Dehancer team. Until next time, guys. Peace.